Here we are then, no one off the list.
It's worrying that it could become 2, 3 or 4 easily.
Right, we've got a Borough burger here.
There's so many basic and stupid, careless mistakes going on.
God's sake.
So let's get straight into it and rate the ground. Right, hello everyone and welcome to this new video on the channel. So today is Tuesday the 18th of April 2023 and today we're heading over to the Lamex Stadium. We've got Stevenage against Doncaster Rovers in League 2. So in today's video we've got some pre and post match analysis as well as the match day experience itself, and because it's a new ground on the channel we're going to rate the ground at the end of the video. So without further ado, let's get into it. So on a personal note, this is my first visit to the Lamex Stadium. It's my 43rd of the 92, so we're now only 3 away from the halfway point, and it's my 78th ground in total. But enough about me, let's head into the pre-match analysis. So I'm going to start with my team, Doncaster Rovers, and we are currently in 14th out of 24th position. So we've gone up a place from 15th after Saturday's 2-2 draw away at Harrogate. So that draw means that we've ended our 4-game losing streak. However, we are still winless in 7, and we've only won 1 of the last 12 games. So in last weekend's performance, we were 2-0 up at Harrogate, and then they pegged us back to 2-2, and to be honest with you, they could have even won it. We had a few great chances, which they missed, so in some ways we were lucky to come away with a point, but at the same time, we really should have took all 3 as we were 2-0 up. But yeah, it's a shame. It's a massive shame because, to be honest with you, before that match, if you'd offered me a point, I'd have took it, because with how we've been at the minute, I'd take whatever we can. Because like I said, I didn't think we'd score till the end of the season, never mind win any games. But, you know, when you're 2-0 up, you want all 3 points, so it's really disappointing not to get them all. However, on a few positive notes, we are creating more chances. So like I said, after the Gillingham game, I said I didn't think we'd score for the rest of the season, never mind win. And compared to like a few weeks before these last few games, we're having like 3, 2, even just 1 shot in the whole match. Now we're getting a lot more chances, and like I say, at Harrogate, we're into double figures for shots. So we are getting more chances, we're getting more shots off, and we are scoring more. And especially getting Barlow in form, he scored 2 in 2, and he's been best player on pitch for at least last 2 games, even maybe at Gillingham game. So yeah, that's really good to see him in form and us creating more chances, but it's still not good enough. We still need to improve a lot more if we're going to be in the slightest bit competitive next year. Anyway, moving on to Stevenage, they are currently in the last automatic promotion place. They are 3rd out of 24th. So they've won the last match, which was a 2-1 home win to Wimbledon, and they're unbeaten in 4. The other 3 matches before that were all draws. We had a bit of a rough patch in February, which saw them, because we're quite comfortably in 2nd, and it's seen them get caught up quite a bit. However, since then they've been pretty consistent. We've had a fair few wins and draws and the odd loss there and then. However, like I say, other teams have kind of caught them up. So like Northampton, Carlisle, Bradford and Stockport, they've caught them up a bit. But they still have pole position. They're still the 3rd at the minute, but we have got a game in hand, which for win, they'll go above Northampton into 2nd. So like I say, if we want automatic promotion, it is completely in their hands. They've just got to get the results and they'll get there. However, like I say, Bradford's on fire. A lot of other teams around them are doing really well, so they have got to be careful and make sure they get the results, or the other teams are going to catch them up. In terms of previous meetings this season, at Rovers, it was a 1-0 win to Stevenage. It's weird, there's not many times you come away from a defeat and you're feeling like happy and optimistic. But I think it was Schofield's 2nd game in charge, and we lost 1-0, but pretty much everyone was buzzing because at that time it was our best performance of the season. We looked really good. We looked like we're kind of implementing the way that Schofield wanted us to play, and we're kind of getting the hang of it more. But to be fair, we were unlucky to lose that. We really should have got something from that game. But like I say, that's not turned out too great as the season has gone on. But that was kind of a game where a lot of Rovers fans had a bit of hope and said, to be fair, if we keep playing like this and we get used to it a bit more, we're going to pick up results, which, like I say, we won a few. We beat Gillingham and Grimsby, and then kind of just went off the boil, unfortunately. But yeah, it's that was the point when we thought it changed, but unfortunately, it didn't really happen. So my prediction for this match, do I think that we're going to get our first win in 7 games, or Stevenage is going to increase their unbeaten run to 5 and really try and cement that automatic promotion spot and promotion to League 1? My prediction is, I think it's going to be one of them games where you look back at a Stevenage fan and you look back at like maybe why you didn't go up automatically, and you think back to one game, I think it could be that one, because like I say, they really should be going into that thinking they're going to beat us. However, I think we're going to be a tough test for them today. I think, well, I don't know why, but I just think we're going to be quite stubborn and hard to break down, and I think Stevenage are going to be a better team, but I think we'll keep it quite tight, and I think we're going to have a share of the points. So I'm going to go for Stevenage 1, Doncaster Rovers 1. Anyway, that's enough pre-match analysis from me. Let's head on down to the Lamex Stadium and see how the day goes.
No. I'm not sure he answered yet.
Here we are at the Eco Power. Here we are. Here we are then, no one off the list. 43 out of 92, round number 78, Stevenage. Here we are then, so Tottenham Broad Hill Route, so let's go and check it out. Here we are, the Broad Hall Suite. Plenty of choices of beer. It's pretty nice inside as well. Sky Sports, plenty of room.
Granddaughters are in competition, and I know it's near the birthday.
There's a Stevenage mascot, with the gnome of course.
Oh, hiya. Cheers, thank you. Oh, that's a tight fit. And we're in. There's the food kiosk. No drinks available, but it is what it is. Right, here we go. We'll give the Borough Burger a go. I'll let you know how we get on. Right, we've got a Borough Burger here, so we've got cheese, bacon and 2 beef patties, so I'll let you know how that tastes at the end of the video. And we're on the way. Here we are on our seats. Way to win for that first goal. So it's 1-0 to Stevenage. They have been a better team from the start, to be fair. To be fair, Adam Long made a good tackle, but it was straight to their player on edge at box. We just had to tuck it at his feet a bit and then just finish it past Mitchell. To be fair, can't blame Mitchell for that. It was pretty easy finish for a striker, 1-on-1. Not the best of starts here, but we'll see how it goes. Stevenage 1, Donny now. Half an hour's gone here and we're just second best for everything at the minute. Just feels like Stevenage have an extra 2 yards, just space that we've just not got, but in all honesty, they just seem to have them options up front. We seem to play more as a team. We're just hitting it open, and then when it gets to front three, we're just trying to play it to someone, but just having no idea, just having them across it box. To be fair, we don't, we're alright, but we're just creating absolutely nothing here, and you know, it's worrying that it could become 2, 3 or 4 easily. It could easily be, but not great so far. Stevenage 1, Donny now. Half time, 1-0 Stevenage. So at half time, Stevenage 1, Doncaster Rovers 0. And can you remember what I said about us having more shots and a few more chances in the last few games in the pre-match analysis? Well, you can kind of forget about that. We've not had a shot. To be honest, we've not looked close to even being able to get a shot off. I think the only chance we'd actually have of having a shot was if we'd just like go for it from halfway or something, because we just look hopeless out there, absolutely hopeless. No one's got any ideas. It just looks like there's no game plan. Like Agard's up there isolating us by himself, the hoofing ball up, but it's going nowhere near him. He's just got to chase lost causes, which can feel a bit sorry for him for. And it's not just up there, it's like around the whole pitch. No one seems to be able to play a simple pass. I mean, there's so many basic and stupid, careless mistakes going on. It's awful because the mistakes are costing us. And to be fair, Stevenage are very, very unfortunate not to be in more than a 1-0 lead here, because like I say, there's just so many careless mistakes from us that they really should be capitalising on it. And like, luckily for us, it's just for 1 goal, because it could be a lot worse. And not just that, Stevenage just seem to have so much more time on the ball. Every time we get it, they're just pressing us, and they just seem like we've got so much more time. We've got players moving, trying to create space to give the player an option. The players are walking, and they basically just end up hoofing up to Agard because there's no other option on. But yeah, it's really hopeless. We really need to pull the finger out second half because this is not good at all. So anyway, that's enough from me. Let's head on over to the second half and see if anything changes.
God's sake. So, second half's just about to start. We're doing a left change, Agard off for Goodman. So, not changing the formation, we're just changing personnel up front. But to be honest, that's going to do very little. Oh, another one. Ben Nelson from Williams, I think, as well. So, 2 left subs. Let's see how it goes. We're underway for the second half. Halfway through the second half, still 1-0. A bit better, but just no chances at all. We're getting it forward, but just nothing in that final third. They've not come out great, to be fair, but we've just given enough to be told about. So, still 1-0. We'll see what happens for the rest of the half. Very nearly make it 2-0. Lovely overhead kick hits across bar, a few of the scuffle checks in between it, and then we try and take it forward, but nothing comes of it. And yeah, we've had nothing real since the last minute. Stevenage have been all over us. We've had nothing in the final third, absolutely nothing. Been clueless when it comes to that final third, but still 1-0. 4 minutes of injury time at the end of this game. Neither team get another goal. Time.
So at full time, it finished Stevenage 1 at Doncaster Rovers 0, and that was an awful game of football from us. It was just hopeless, clueless, no game plan whatsoever. In second half, to be fair, it were a bit better, but nothing good. It weren't good at all. Like, I say it were better, it's just, I don't think the first half could have gone any worse. It was just second half were absolutely awful still, just not quite as absolutely awful as the first half, if that makes sense. We're just looking clueless at the minute. And half-time frustrated me a bit, like when we took Agard off and put Goodman on. I don't get what that's going to achieve. You're putting a 18-year-old lad on I think it's about his third appearance in men's football. Yeah, put him up front, isolated by himself to chase lost causes. It's not going to do it. Just keep Agard up there with him. He can have the ball up and then try and feed Goodman through. And yeah, just a straight change, which I don't think achieves anything unless Agard were injured or knackered. But yeah, it was just a poor performance overall. I don't see where this is getting any better. I don't know why. I just thought we'd get anything out of this game, to be fair, because that's just kind of hit us back down to earth with a bang. Because like I say, the last few weeks, even though we've not looked good, I think it's looked better. This has gone back to those really poor performances that we had a few weeks ago, which is worrying because I thought, even though we've not been playing well and we've not been getting results, it's looked a tiny bit better. It looks like it could, we could be going somewhere, but this has just kind of hit us back down to earth with a massive bump. So yeah, Stevenage well deserved a win, to be fair, and it's going to be interesting now they've won that game. It gives them a bit more breathing space in that top three, but like I say, there are still teams creeping down the neck. I mean, Bradford lost today. That's a huge result for Stevenage. So yeah, good luck to the rest of the season, and let's see if they can get an automatic promotion spot. But anyway, this is a new ground on the channel, so let's get straight into it and rate the ground. So we'll start things off with pre-match, and it was pretty good. It's one of them away games where you're allowed in the supporters bar, which is always a big bonus. I didn't get any food in there, but the food looked really nice from there. The drinks, we had a good selection. I had a Stella, my girlfriend had a Budweiser, but we had all sorts of different ciders, spirits, and lagers and real ale to choose from, so plenty of stuff in there. Sky Sports, like I say, on the telly. We didn't look a great deal around the ground apart from that, but like I said, the sports bar was nice. It's always a bonus when we let away fans in. So I was impressed with Stevenage. Like I say, the area was real nice, and it was nice and chilled out. Plenty of drinks and plenty of stuff to do in there. So overall, I'm going to give pretty much a 4 out of 5. Now moving on to catering, and it was excellent for catering. There's only one thing that marked it down, and that was that you couldn't get alcohol inside the stadium, and as you know, that is going to get marked down if you can't do that, but I understand it's with facilities, because it can't be in view at pitch, but it's still, I'm still going to mark you down on it if you can't do that. But yeah, I had the Borough Burger, that was absolutely fantastic. It tasted really nice, and the bake was so nice, I got a bacon butty at half time, which I didn't film, which was also really, really nice. Like I say, prices weren't too bad for football. The service were really good, like people behind there were really nice, and the food were absolutely delicious. So like I say, it might have even got a 5 if it weren't for not having alcohol, but I am going to have to knock it down for that, unfortunately. So we're going to go with 4 out of 5 for catering, but absolutely spot on for what they actually had. Next up, we've got the ground, and it's quite modern. Like a few stands are quite modern, a few of them aren't. I know we've done one of them up not long ago at all. One of the grounds for League Two, I'd say it's pretty much a straight down the middle, halfway type of ground. It's not the best, it's not the worst. It's quite small, but it does the job. Like I say, we don't need a bigger one. It's probably about the right size for Stevenage, to be fair. And yeah, it wasn't bad, to be fair. So I'm going to go straight down the middle here with 2.5 out of 5 for the ground. Next up, we've got atmosphere, and it's a pretty tricky one, to be fair, because to be fair, that standing section on the side, they didn't stop singing all game. They were really good. Apart from that, there weren't a lot of atmosphere. Like, it weren't overly loud, but like I say, they didn't stop singing. I imagine if you were in it, it sounded amazing. It sounded pretty good from where we were. I got them on camera quite a few times, so I'm sure I've put that in the video. But yeah, that section there were really good. The rest were pretty quiet. And like I say, it didn't travel massively around, but you could still hear him. So it's quite a hard one to judge, but I'm going to give him a higher score here because I'm pretty impressed with him. I'm going to give him a 3.5 out of 5 for atmosphere because, like I say, they didn't stop singing all game, and I'm guessing if you're in that stand, it'd sound really impressive. And finally, we're going for overall enjoyment. How was it? It was alright. It wasn't bad. It wasn't the worst I've been to, like I say. We didn't take me, like I say, so you could pretty much stand wherever you wanted and or sit wherever you wanted. Like I say, pretty much were decent. Catering were decent. Shane couldn't get a drink in the ground, but it is what it is. Luckily on Tuesday night, so it don't matter as much. And yeah, we watched a crap game of football from our perspective, but we were alright, not too bad. So I'm going to go around the middle here. I'm going to go with a 3 out of 5 for overall enjoyment. So that gives Stevenage an overall score of 17, which puts them level with Retford United in 5th place. I am going to put Retford just above them, because the only thing I really marked Retford down on were atmosphere, and everything else were higher. So on that basis, Retford are going to go into 5th and Stevenage in 6th, but pretty good score, to be fair, for EFL. Like I say, pretty impressed with everything in terms of like pre-match and the catering, and the rest weren't bad either. So that's going to leave it there for this video. On Saturday, I'll be back. We've got a massive match. We've got a playoff final in the NCEL Division 1 between Rossington Main, which is my team, and Shirebrook Town. So I'm extremely excited for that. Hopefully I can catch Rosso winning the game and going up into the Premier Division. So please like and subscribe if you haven't already. We're trying to get 750 subs as soon as possible. I think we're about 14 away there. So let's make that happen. But until that video, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.